Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Deep into the Heart of Wrestling. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me, as always, he is the representation of the West Side Connection. Dub C, Mac 10, and Ice Cube, bow down before you come to his town. The one, the only Mr. Robert Davis. How are you, Roberto?
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Oh, couldn't get it out there, but
hey, Robert. What's up, guys?
let's have some fun.
And then on the other side of the tracks here, on the other side of across the pond, if you will, we got the woman who will smash, bash, and put a hole in your ass like it's Scary Movie. The one, the only Miss Nicola McDonald, the Demoness. How are you, Nicola?
Hello. No, I can't do your voice as good as yours.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. No, I'm not going to start doing that. It sounds so wrong.
It's actually quite early for you. It's only what about midnight almost.
Yeah. It's midnight, so I should be a bit energetic. It's coming back. I'm coming back to life slowly.
Well, this is what we do here with this show, man. We got predictions. There's a lot of wrestling going on. If you didn't see AEW Dynamite, we just did the old Chris Jericho learning tree. Hi, guys. We got the the bounty hunters now. What, the bad apple and
the bad apple
and the redwood. Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I'll get murdered if I don't do this.
Hit me.
Because I know she's listening through the freaking wall. I want to give a shout out to my baby girl. She was 18 5 minutes ago our time, but technically we're on our time. So yeah, I want to give her a massive happy 18th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I feel old, but happy birthday, baby girl. And I know you're listening. So
through the wall.
Yeah,
through the
wall. I promised her I'd do it. No, she said I was like, I'm going to do a podcast. I was like, do you want me to say it? And she went, yes, please. So I'd already said you two said it last night. So yeah, I was like, she's happy. So happy birthday to my baby girl, Karis.
Happy birthday, Karis.
Happy birthday.
Woo, now, I feel old as shit. Yay!
Well, besides feeling old as shit, we will make you feel something like Maxwell up in here.
You look good for 342, so you're all right.
Lovely. I thought I was 780, but we'll go with 342. Wait, no. She's 780. I'm 320, really.
Yeah, there we go. Demons and their numbers. We get a little.
Yeah.
It's not our strong suit.
We do. It's not. Neither is time.
No.
Never stops for us. Time's not a thing for us, lot.
Well, speaking of time and numbers and a whole lot of things, Las Vegas, Nevada gets NXT Battleground this Sunday night at the UFC Apex Arena there. My goodness gracious, this card is stacked, packed, and racked. Not like Tony Storm and her rack, but it is racked and stacked and packed. And we have a hell of a show. Chin up, tits out, watch out for the shoe. There's a lot of things we got to watch out here because we have the NWA TNA relationship in the main two matches, which we'll get into. But I figured since we have the gang all here, folks, the best way to start off this show, throw it up, guys. A little too sweet action. Throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Because the first match we're going to predict is the OC, the Good Brothers themselves, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, against champions Nathan Frazer and Axiom Never Slow Down for the NXT World Tag Team Championship. This bout, the veterans against the youngins. My goodness gracious, these two teams, high-octane aerial assault, the one ground and pound. It's the Good Brothers. You know what they do. Roberto, my good brother, I'm going to start with you. Who you going with? New tag champs in the OC, or are you going with them boys, Nathan Frazer and Axiom?
You know, as much as I like Axiom and Nathan Frazer, I know we got our first look at Nathan Frazer when he was over in AEW during Dark, when he was Ben Carter, trained by Seth Rollins. Fantastic matches he put on Dark. Low-key, I kind of felt that was one that kind of got away from AEW, but I think he's definitely in the right place. Obviously he's got tag gold now, but I can't go against Hot Carl and the big LG. So
let's be honest with ourselves here while you're throwing up. You want to just be talking shop at them boys, is what you want.
You know what it is.
I know what it is. And Nicola, we know what it is. Who you going? New tag champs, the OC, or you going Nathan Frazer and Axiom to retain?
I've got nothing too bad to say about anything right now. So, I suppose new tag chance, maybe.
You gotta go OC with the
Yeah.
Magic Killer?
That's it. Yep, there we go. Yep.
Okay,
Them.
fair enough. Ah,
My
now you see,
bad.
no, you're fine. Y'all are putting me on the spot now because as much as I want to throw it up, there's something about it too. As I mean, I'm going to say right now, the OC, whether they're with AJ Styles and helping him fake a retirement like he's Mark Henry back in 2013, maybe,
The
or
salmon jacket.
a salmon jacket, bright blue. If he was green, he would die. Put on some Eiffel 65. There is so many things to see with this NXT Tag Team Championship. I mean, Nathan Frazier, like Robert mentioned, from his tenure in AEW, NXT UK brand, which don't sleep on it. It was a great brand.
Fantastic.
Axiom, fantastic. Axiom, the former A-Kid in the WWE on NXT UK as well. These two have great chemistry with one another. I think we're going to have a return with this. So for me, I'm going to be the different one on this one. While I'm still throwing up that too sweet, I'm going Nathan Frazier and Axiom to retain those NXT World Tag Team Championships. But nonetheless, I'm really excited to see these two gel. And another one I'm looking forward to seeing gel because, oh my goodness, we are going to start with this triple threat, big men slapping meat. And then here comes Wesley, who is just the cardiac kid. I'm going to go here. Wesley against Joe Coffey against that big boy, Obafemi. Woo! Okay. Wesley, he's back. The emotions. I want to see him regain that North American championship. Joe Coffey from NXT UK. Gallus boys, stand up, baby. And then we got Obafemi, who is the Nigerian giant, the friggin' colossus that he is. For someone so young and so statuesque, the boy can move. But in this particular bout, I think we're going to keep on going with that Obafemi train, and he's going to retain. I'll start on this one. I'm going Obafemi. I'm excited for this one. Who you going, Roberto, Obafemi, Wesley, or Joe Coffey?
You know, I think originally I was going to go with Obafemi. You know, when he first won the title, I was just kind of, what's the word I want to use here? Perplexed, I guess, because he's so new and, you know, he's still getting his name out there. But after watching him for a bit, I get it. I 100% get it. This dude is huge. This dude can move. He can talk. He actually talks really well, surprisingly, for a newer competitor. You know, what is there you can say about Joe Coffey that hasn't been said? Gallus boys all day, but you know, there's a part of me that wants to see the Rascals get involved because we do got this, you know, working relationship with TNA right now. You know, I would absolutely lose my mind if Wentz and Myron Reed and
I still remember that.
Miguel.
And Trey Miguel come out to help their boy Wesley get the title back. So you know what? I think I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna go Wesley with hopefully a Rascals reunion.
Okay, now you, Nicola, Obafemi, Joe Coffey, or Wesley?
See, he was just talking about the Rascals, and I was major fan of them, like when they were in TNA, because I always said I wanted to go a long time ago when I was an arse. I'll go with that. I always used to say I want to go and sit in the shed when they were in TNA.
Yeah.
And go and sit in our little.
So Nicola want to go sit in the treehouse.
You want to go to the treehouse?
Yeah, I want to go sit in the treehouse. But then after a while, I was like, actually, maybe not. I'll leave that to other people. But yeah, I kind of agree with Rob because I want to see a reunion, them three. Again, I think that'd be cool because they were good as a trio. Really good as a trio. And then obviously they all went separate ways and did whatever the hell they had to do. Well, I know the story, but yeah. Anyway.
No, I'm right there with you. And I mean, like Robert said so eloquently, they're like
and
the
obviously this.
Yeah.
Them constantly doing that all the time. I don't have a beard or nothing, so don't work on. There you go.
The little Rascals. So
that would be such a feel-good moment.
I would love to see it too. And
yeah,
Robert, you bring up a great point, man. Like we saw what Brooks Jensen is doing, and he said he wants to go make an impact because he got kicked out of the PC. They're doing that storyline with Brooks Jensen. There's so many possibilities, and I'm going to say this right now with Slammiversary on the horizon next month. If AJ Styles is either not appearing or wrestling on that, that would be a doggone crime because 20 years since the first one, and AJ Styles was a big proponent of that. I love to see it. There's so many possibilities with this NXT-TNA relationship here. And actually, we'll do some more fantasy booking because the next match I want to go into is Shayna Baszler, that girl, the Queen of Spades, against that girl, Lola Vice, in the NXT Underground match. Man, there's a lot of stuff that they could do here. I mean, Shayna Baszler, former Raw Tag Team Champ, NXT Women's Champ, and I think probably for the first time in this particular scenario, guys, Shayna Baszler is the babyface in this. We got Lola Vice shaking her ass, but watch yourself, like she's mystical up in here, but a badass, kick-ass MMA fighter in her own right, coming straight out of Bellator. This one is one that you should not only not sleep on, but this one has the one to be the dark horse, the sleeper, if you will, that could steal the show. And NXT Underground, it's either knockout or tap out. I'm looking forward to this. We got the veteran Shane and we got the newcomer Lola. With how they've been pushing Lola, and we saw what she did with Natalya in the NXT Underground, I'm kind of pulling for Lola, but I'm going to go with my gut and who I want to see win this, and that is Shayna Baszler. But for the NXT TNA scenario, I'd love to see happen. I'd love to see Lola win, but with some interference from Masha Slamovich, because if you remember from Bloodsport WrestleMania weekend, Masha and Shayna have some history. So if you want to, I would love that. But I think in this one, I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to go out the box. I'm going to go with my girl Shayna Baszler, Queen of Spades. Nikla, I'll go with you. We're representing the women here. You going Shayna Baszler, or are you going with that girl Lola Vice?
I'm going to have to go with Shayna Baszler because I know about her. I've seen her in when she's doing MMA and stuff like that. So it's got to be her.
All right.
I used to like watching her do the MMA. I've always watched that as well. So,
well, that's the thing. She comes from Invicta, where you know, Shannon Knapp's promotion. I mean, she's not like Ronda, where she's complaining. Also, shout out to the fact that she took Ronda.
I've heard all about Miss Ronda kicking off and shut up.
WWE sucks.
It's not so good. Hi guys, bye. Fuck you all.
Suck my dick from behind. No, Chris. What?
No, Chris. So, Roberto, are you going to go with that Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler? Or are you going to go with that hot Cuban fire missile that is friggin' Lola Vice?
I think as cool as it would be for Lola to come out with the victory on this, I think Shayna kind of needs it, to be honest. It would be cool if they just let them fight. Just, you know, don't hold anything back. Just let them do what they do. Obviously, both of these ladies are trained in this specific type of match. So I agree with your sentiment of it being the dark horse match. This is probably definitely not one to miss. But I really didn't put it together with, you know, with the TNA relationship, having Masha come out. I think it would be badass if Killer Kelly and Masha just came out and just beat the brakes off of both of them.
Well, to add on to Roberto's point, besides the badassery, as we all know, folks, Killer Kelly, former NXT UK talent. So, I mean, more tie-ins there. So, again, I'm loving this, and we're really opening up the gap. Dare I say that prohibited portal, as Jordan Grace put it with her T-shirt. I'm here for it, and I mean, I'm also here for this one. We got some more ladies in action here. We're going to get on the ladies front here because we have a ladder match. My goodness, the crop of talents we have. It's for the inaugural NXT Women's North American Championship, much like they did with the men many moons ago. It is that girl, Sol Ruka, Lash Legend, Fallon Henley, Jada Parker, Mi Chin, a.k.a. Mia Yim, a.k.a. Jade Nicola. You know what's up on the Jade front. Hell yeah. And that youngin' Kaylani Jordan, NXT Women's North American Champion. I will go last on this one. And this one we will also go start with Nicola. Nicola, who you going with? And again, the combatants were Sol Ruka, Lash Legend, Fallon Henley, Jada Parker, Mi Chin, Mia Yim, or Kaylani Jordan. Who you picking in the ladder match?
Mia Yim, obviously, all day long. I'm always going to back that woman up. In TNA, she's amazing. Whatever she's doing, she's amazing. And a lot of respect for her, for what she's done and what she's doing. And there was she's just amazing in the ring. So amazing. So there you go, Mia, all day effing long.
So she's going
my girl. So yeah.
So she's going with the vet to become the inaugural NXT Women's North American Champion.
I am going to point this out. If she was against Rosemary again, though, I'd be on Rosemary's team all day long. So,
oh my goodness!
For this one,
you put it out
red
there.
versus blue. Of course, I am. Red versus blue. Them matches between them two were absolutely crazy and mad.
Yep.
Amazing.
If you've not checked out Rosemary and Jade from TNA circa 2017,
oh, you are in for a shocking awesomeness. Trust me.
Yes.
Them every match, the cage matches, all of it. No. Still to this day, I still watch them and go, this is so cool. But obviously, demon, always going to go that. But for this, Mia, all day long, legend.
HBIC, baby. Head baddie in charge. Now,
Yeah,
Roberto.
Mia gets to the top of the ladder. She pulls the belt down. The lights go off, and we hear cry.
yes.
You put it into the universe.
Boy.
I would literally sit there and scream if that hurt. And then again, maybe I should do that thing where I appear and then 10 seconds later, Rosemary comes out for again, like I did when we was watching it. And I didn't even know she was going to be on that show. I turned up and then we had, wow, and I just sat there and he went, wow,
Man.
yeah, she knew. Perfect timing. Yeah, chills in the back of the neck, mate.
Yeah.
Demon spiking.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
I will say this about this crop of women, though. The potential here is endless. If you look at the adjustment that some of these ladies have had to do, I want to say none of them except obviously Mia Yim has any wrestling backgrounds. They're coming from these other territories,
They're collegiate athletes,
gymnastics, things like that. They've made such a well adjustment. You look at somebody like Sol Ruka, who's taken such a shine to the sport and just has adapted so well. Her finisher is just
the soul snatcher.
That's I mean, only somebody of the caliber of a collegiate athlete, I think, could pull that off so flawlessly in the short time that she's been wrestling. But obviously I'm going to go with Mia Yim. I not for the obvious scenario. I just put out into the universe. Her husband was a North American champion.
Yes, he was. Big old Keith Lee.
Yes,
sir.
I was going to say that he's a legend as well. I was like,
how cool would it be to have that, just to have that connection as well. I think Mia definitely deserves it. I know her first time in NXT, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think she held any titles. I don't think she really did much of anything, to be honest.
Well, she was a part of Retribution.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
We like to forget that, but
that we do.
I'm definitely going Mia Yim.
So I will say this: these two over here at the Mia Yims, I like you two. I like your mindsets, and I will say this: I look at these women too much like Robert. First and foremost, I'm going to put this out here: can we get a soul snatcher off the top of a ladder from Sol Ruka? Please, can we get that moment, please?
We might.
That's the ultimate babyface for me, man. Sol Ruka, Lash Legend. She's with the Metaphor. Her, Jakara Jackson, Noam Dar, and Ora Mensa. I love what they're doing with her and Trick. I don't think it's her time yet. I look at a woman like Jada Parker. She's coming from OTM, off the mud. You know what I'm saying? I really like what they're doing with her, and she's really coming to her own.
Mm-hmm.
Kalani Jordan being the protege of Dana Brooke, now Ash by Elegance in TNA. There's a nice little NXT tie-in, but man, out of all these doggone girls here, just because she's a former NXT tag champion with Kiana James, and she's broke away from Briggs and Jensen, I think it's her time to shine. Dude, I got to go Fallon Henley on this, and she's become a top heel in the NXT women's division. So if I was to give it to anybody, I'm going to go Fallon Henley. I'm going a different route on this.
That wouldn't be a bad choice either.
Whew. And speaking of the women, we are down to the final two already, and this is where I say to you, Mr. Tony Khan, this is where we would be into the part of the show where we're like, oh, snap, we got 6 more matches left. But when it comes to Shawn Michaels and his cooking self, Shawn makes it nice at 6, and then that's the thing. I always joke with these predictions. Like when it comes to when we do these predictions, oh, Tony just added another match. But I kid, we all love you, and we love what we do. But we do love some Jordynne Grace because these are the big two.
Hell yeah.
These are the big two everybody's talking about. TNA Knockouts Women's Champion Jordynne Grace against Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship. Oh, man. I'm torn here. So I'll go last.
I'm not.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm not torn.
I know who you're going with. Go
Jordynne Grace, obviously. Come on. That's not exactly hard work, is it? Really? I mean, no. Again, this is because this is a TNA fan in me coming out, because obviously I've seen Jordynne Grace there, and yeah, she deserves it. Yeah, she's another one of my top TNA girls. Obviously, Rosemary tops everyone, but yeah, she's up there. So yeah, I'm going Jordynne Grace. She's gonna kick everyone's ass and don't ask questions and just get on with it.
Okay, so the TNA junkie goes with Jordan Grace for the team for the
Junkie.
To the shock of no one.
To the shock of no one.
Predictable over there, Miss Demon.
Roberto, are you going Jordan Grace or Roxanne Perez?
You know what?
Let's see. Let's see.
As much as I love Roxanne and what she's done, this heel turn was I'm going to be honest, I didn't think she could pull it off, but she's actually pulled it off very, very well. I think if Jordan won, that would just be the talk of the wrestling world. A non-contracted NXT talent is holding an NXT title. When has that ever happened?
Never. Yeah. Oh man.
So I gotta go Jordan just for the fact that this will extend the crossover, because people think it's just going to be maybe 1 and done, 2 and done, 3 and done. No, you've got something here. Like let's make something of it.
You're swaying me here. No, and you really are. And the reason why I say this too is how awesome would the image be of Thursday night on Access TV? Jordan Grace walks out with that NXT Women's Championship and the TNA Knockouts Championship draped over both shoulders.
That's fucking money.
Fucking money.
Yeah. Take it now. Take all my money home. Take it.
There's a part of
Make that happen.
There's a part of me here, because they teased it on NXT, guys, and I'll go back to this point. Tatum Paxley, who is this version of like more Daphne-esque, if you've seen her work on NXT, she has fallen into great luck with this character. Like, she's coming to her own. I love what Tatum Paxley's doing. She teased that, that you have that Knockouts Championship means everything to me. And Jordan Grace goes, yes, it does. And well, so it does to me too. And then as she walks away, she gives that look. So I can see Tatum Paxley possibly costing Jordan Grace. And if you give me Jordan Grace and Tatum Paxley for the TNA Knockouts Championship at Slammiversary, and how we can have like the flip and reverse it, so to speak, like we're doing here, going to a TNA pay-per-view, I think that also draws money. But man, I really, really am leaning towards Roxanne, but I'm going with my gut. I want to go Jordan Grace too. I'm here for it. I'm going with Thick Mama Pump, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Whoa. You just called me the TNA junkie, and yet you two both went with the same thing.
Well, you're the more junkier than we are, so. Yeah.
Oh, cheers. Thank you. Yay. Yeah, I am. Facts. Actually, yeah, no, facts. You're lucky I cannot reach through the screen. I'm just saying.
You're chunkier.
Chunkier. Not
chunkier. I thought a junkie monkey.
That sounds like the friggin' ice cream that Corey Matthews got to Topanga when she was 6. Some chunky monkey ice cream. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, sugar. I didn't realize that was an ice cream. Never mind.
Chunky monkey, baby. Oh, boy. Okay, so now we get...
Sorry, Mom.
Bengal Bus is coming. So we are coming to the main event of the show. In his first match, this boy right here, in his first match, main eventing an NXT takeover, we have All Ego Ethan Page, the newest signing to NXT. He made it official on Wednesday, signing it in the ring with Ava, and him and Trick Williams had their promo off. It's Ethan Page going against that boy. Whoop that Trick Williams for the NXT World Championship. Oh, my Lord. Ethan Page, hello. Talking about how, I could have just sat there for 2 years and let my contract expire. The man came out, no entrance music. He signs the contract. We have the verbal sparring. I am looking forward to this. I think these two are going to gel very nicely. Trick's coming to his own. Ethan Page is Ethan Page. Roberto, I'll start with you on this one. You going All Ego, or you going Whoop That Trick?
I'm going All Ego. Yeah, I've been a fan of Ethan Page since the North. I always felt he would be a fantastic single star. When he went to AEW, I was optimistic. Obviously, I was wrong. I think AEW and Ring of Honor kind of had a missed opportunity with Ethan here. And I kind of think this might be it for old Trick Willie anyway. He's definitely coming to his own since, he was the hype man for Mello. Trick's got the look. He's got the crowd behind him. He could talk. he checks off all the boxes. I think he's going to fare well on the main roster. You know, our good buddy DC Daniel Crimmins thinks he's going to be WrestleMania bound very, very soon. And while I don't disagree with that, I think he's done a fantastic job in NXT, and it might be time for him to go up to the main roster. So I'm definitely going all ego.
Before we get to Nikla, I have to put this point out here because Robert said it so eloquently here with how AEW and Ring of Honor dropped the ball. And as you know, Tony Khan would probably say, "You want to go work for those bald assholes? Go fuck yourself, Ethan." So, hi guys. So before we get to Nikla, now Robert said a great point. Like, we've loved him and Josh Alexander North, all three of us have. But Nikla and I go back to when he was Chandler Park with his cousin Joseph. Yes.
Yes, because you never forget Chandler Park. Seriously, I did not know at the time. Obviously, then no one knew of him. They just knew him as
Chandler Park,
and it was like, oh, so you're his nephew. Oh, does that mean? Because I actually had it in my head that at the time, I was hoping that he was going to turn like Joseph Park did, and I was kind of hoping that we was going to have something there. But then when he turned up, I was like, yeah, I'm his nephew. I was like, I was like, what the hell? And then he comes at like how he looks now to when he was doing that. And I'm like, no, the way he is now. But no, it was good when he did it. But he kind of disappeared off of that, didn't he? Then he was in the North, and then which, by the way, was an amazing tag team. And I still think that it sucks that they separated it, and then he went off, and whatever
we have
else
possibilities now. Since the NXT TNA, we could see a reuniting of the North if we wanted to. We have possibilities now.
I seriously hope that happens, but we like possibilities, though. That's the fun part, because you're always trying to work it out, and it's like, oh, but I'm going with Ethan Page, obviously, but that everyone else is Niam as well. But I do think that he should have been used a bit better in AEW. I do think that they should have done a bit more with him.
See, it's another one I'm thinking. DC brings up a great point. Shout out to our boy DC. We could definitely see Trick on the main roster. Shout out DC. Trick Williams and Carmelo on the same roster and the main roster. Reignite that feud. You know what's interesting? Since this is Ethan Page's first match, and imagine him winning the NXT World Championship in his first match. I think there's going to be a non-finish with this. I think we're going to see a schmaz. I think Noam Dar may want some revenge on Ethan Page for taking him out. Same with Ora Mensa. I can definitely see a schmaz happening. So I'm going to go outside the box again. I'm going to say there's a non-finish, but Trick Willie, whoop that trick, is going to still be the NXT World Championship. I definitely see a schmaz happening, but I'm really looking forward to this. They have hooked me ever since we've started this NXT TNA thing. It's hooked all of us. It's piqued our curiosities, and it's great to see, because we've been wanting this for a long time. NXT, WWE, and TNA to have that working relationship. It started with the Rumble with Mickie James and Jordynne Grace. Now that we have this, I am for it.
I will say one thing. I think that he's going to do a lot better now. It's nice the fact that he's not disappearing or just appearing every now and then like he was, and I'm glad that he's come back. And was he ever champ in TNA or barring tag team?
Besides tag team, no.
That was it. He's never had like. I think it's time that he starts trying to get a better, bigger belt. I think it's time that he tries and gets a little further than just tag team titles. I think it's his time to shine now. I think he can do it, and I think that there's going to be a lot.
He does have the tightest tits in the game, after all.
Oh yes, now I get that. How many days did it take me to get that joke when you both started saying it? And I was like,
I got the tightest tits in
NXT. Talking about tightest tits, and then all of a sudden I saw it. I went, yeah, that makes more sense.
In NXT.
I got the tightest tits in NXT.
Jeez, I will admit he's amazing on the mic. He always was, even in AEW, TNA. All right, not when he was obviously Josie Park's nephew, because he didn't really do a lot, really, did he? He was just appear and go, I'm his nephew, and blah, blah, blah. And it was like
Park.
Yeah. I think that might have been cool for him when he first came in, and he's obviously working with a legend like Abyss. That kind of must have been unique for him as well, because obviously Abyss is huge, or what it still is to me. To this day, even though I don't know what he's doing anymore.
He's a producer. He's in WWE. He's a producer.
Yeah, he works in WWE.
It's just because I've not. I think I miss him in the ring. I think it's because we see Decay again, and then he's not part of that now, and it still throws me a bit. But I do love Decay, obviously. But I'd love to see him. Like, I don't know what he's been doing up until then.
I'll put
I
the
know he was
fans.
injured, weren't he?
Yeah, he was like a little bit, but I mean, the
And
only
then
time.
he's back or something.
Yeah, I think so. But I remember like
Yeah.
the one time he was on WWE was during the pandemic era. He was Joseph Park. He was AJ Styles' statistician.
Statistician, that's right.
He was
Yes,
still using Joseph Park even. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah.
he was AJ Styles' statistician.
Yeah.
during the pandemic era. Yep.
Holy crap! No.
Is
Okay,
Borash
I'm glad
still
I
in
missed
WWE?
that.
Yeah, he's
Is
doing some
who?
behind the scenes stuff with NXT. Yeah,
Nice.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, well, at least we know the monster's still around, and Janice must be hidden somewhere, so that's all good with me. Unless Rosemary's got it, which probably she has, because we've seen her with it before. So yeah.
So, as we close and tie the bow on NXT, those are our predictions. Like I said, shorter than an AEW one, but we'll have more AEW. Dude, there's so much of wrestling this week. Next week, we'll be back to as well, guys. We got to set up for Clash at the Castle. We got Drew McIntyre against Damian Priest and possibly CM Punk interference next week at Clash at the Castle for the championship.
Oh, there's a lot of interesting stuff coming on that day. Is that the 17th by any chance?
The 15th. The 15th.
The 15th.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
All right, we got Bailey and
All right,
Piper
okay.
Niven, and we got a lot of great stuff as we predict next week's Clash at the Castle. But I did want to end on two things with NXT number one, with the Trick Williams Ethan Page finish, because they've been talking about this and a lot of people want to see it. How cool would it be if Trick wins and then all of a sudden you hear that music and out comes the TNA World Champion Moose? Give me some Trick Williams and Moose.
Moose. Sorry, I still remember that.
Me too.
Moose.
Like, I would be for that. Like, again,
Yeah.
how awesome would that be to see Trick Williams and Moose?
Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool to me. Wow. He's champ. I didn't know that. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, yeah, him and Matt Hardy is the Slammiversary main event, and I cracked up when Matt Hardy's called
Matt Hardy.
Broken
fucking
Matt
hell.
Hardy.
Broken.
Oh,
Yes.
wait. I love broken Matt Hardy, but as long as he stays away from WWE right now.
Well,
There's another group he's not allowed to be part on
so
because I don't want him to be. So
we're
fuck off.
gonna
Sorry.
get to that. Hold on. So he did call Alicia Edwards a snow witch, and he's like, "You don't want him to mess with Queen Rebecca. You don't want me to get Queen Rebecca." So he told.
There. So why are we bringing Queen Rebecca back out? Leave her in the box. Seriously, leave her at home.
So, well, that makes me also
Ugh.
question, guys, since Jeff Hardy's contract apparently expires next month, does he stay AEW or does he go to TNA with his brother?
He goes to TNA.
I don't know because I want him to go back to TNA, but
Let him go.
I don't
Let
know.
him finish it.
Yeah, I think he should just, sit down for a little while and chill out. But then again, we know that never ends good for him. So
Brother
maybe not,
Nero,
maybe.
I knew you'd come.
But yes,
He's doing well. He has done a lot more recently, and it has been cool to see him back in the ring again and looking healthy-ish. So yeah.
Well, that is your so next week it's TNA on Friday, Moose and Matt Hardy at Against All Odds for the TNA World Title, and then Clash at the Castle with Drew and Damian with possible CM Punk interference. Bailey and Piper Niven.
Fuck off, CM Punk. Go bury yourself.
Oh, I can't wait till next week's prediction show. So the other thing that we will talk about, because this one's got the goosebumps, and I know these two have been trying to crack the QR code, not the AEW QR code. Follow the money. Go fuck yourself.
No.
We saw that last night.
Go fuck yourself. That is not a QR code. That is boring. What we're going to talk about is not boring.
We are not going to follow the money.
We are not going to follow the money.
Nope. But we are following something a little more, or I am more following it, I think, than most people right now.
June 17th, it's inevitable. Wyatt 6 looks to be coming. We're coming. They're coming. Oh.
The thing is, right, with this, everyone had it in their head that they were appearing last week. When was it? It was meant to appear
a week or two. Money in the Bank. Not Money in the Bank. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Backlash.
Yeah.
That was it. And then, obviously, fans started going to Twitter and having a go Uncle Howdy saying you didn't turn up. So he sent a QR code saying blah, blah, blah. You watch what happens. And obviously I've followed every QR code since this all started. So yeah, I'm in the rabbit hole, so to speak.
I think
And
we
I'm
all
actually
are.
sitting there like this going, who's the bride, or who's this face, or who's that, or is this it? And then all these dates are appearing, the notes are appearing, and you
So
kind
how,
of are working out who the six are now.
so how
Even
pissed would you be if Matt Hardy is in the Wyatt
get
Six?
fucked. No. Hell no. No, no, no. For one reason.
Why?
Yes, I get that him and Bray were a tag
Tag
team
team,
and
yes.
a good tag team at that. So I'm not disrespecting that one. But the way they're doing it, it doesn't seem like something. I mean, his broken gimmick, yes, but it's not. No, I don't know. No, he can't. Nope, no.
Nope.
Hell no.
You might as well. No, 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 hell no, fuck off, no. You stay in TNA and you let the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy do what he's doing. Stay well away from that shit.
So who we're talking about for the Wyatt Six? Obviously, Uncle Howdy,
Oh,
Bo
sorry.
Dallas.
Right.
No, you're fine.
Yep.
Bo
Then
Dallas,
we've got
Dexter Loomis,
yep.
Joe Gacy,
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross.
Hopefully, well,
Eric
Alexa.
Rowan. Yep, and Eric
Yeah,
Rowan.
Eric Rowland and Alexa.
I'd be down for
But people started saying that there's a possibility they reckon Jey Uso is going to be one of them. I've heard this theory, and I was like, it wouldn't surprise me, but I do think that when they do show their faces, they may go for him because of the fact the Yeet and the fire and the Fireflies and that, and it might have pissed Uncle Howdy off. So
he's probably going to get murdered by them first.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, are they going to come out like my theory right now is will they come out as all six, or will they do it as in he comes out first? And also, there's a lot of things going on about different faces and stuff, like because there was a picture of someone standing over at a lake, and he turns and it was supposedly Uncle Howdy, and he turns around as an owl mask covering his face. I don't know if you saw that or not, but
yeah. I mean, the one with the therapist was good just because he sent me.
That was
cool.
That was crazy.
That was great.
But the thing is, there was little bits in it while she was doing it, like Bray's face was in the mirror, and no one was looking in, so the mirror would change, and you'd see Bray, and then it'd disappear again, and then the video, for 15 minutes, you sat there glued to this woman talking to supposedly Uncle Howdy or Bray or whatever. But I do like how they're putting this all together. I think it's very, very interesting.
I'm hooked.
And I am too. But then it gives you a headache after a while because you're sitting there going, "What the fuck does half of this mean?"
Well, that's the thing.
Look in the corner. There's more codes and there's more. Have you seen all the diaries as well? There's endless diary entries as well now.
Secret and all this stuff. If you go to
Secrets,
yep. If you go to the page, you'll see them all. But that's the thing, man. The whole QR code is interesting because it's very reminiscent to 2022 Bray with him coming back. But I'm here. I think Dallas, and also I'm going to say this, with the right booking, with the person who's in charge now, I think we're going to have a better outlook and perspective of the direction of the creative.
I'm just getting pissed off with seeing fans go mad on Twitter at him and going, when are you going to... And then he responds in his little diary and he's like, go on, call me a liar again. Watch what happens. And I'm like, stop fucking with Uncle Howdy. You are not going to end up in the right spot, man. Shut the fuck up, you annoying fans.
Let it play out, people. Let it play out.
I saw it today. People writing underneath, someone put up a picture of him or Uncle Howdy and I'm going, boring, had enough. This has gone on too long, and there's me sitting there going, if it weren't for the fact that I know that I would start a riot if I start replying to these dickheads, I was like, no. And I thought, I don't need to. Uncle Howdy will see that, and he'll write something, and it'll fuck him off even more. But he's doing it more now, because they're reacting that way. And he's like, yeah, well, this is my time. Fuck off, kind of thing.
Fickle.
Fickle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
But I am excited about that. Supposedly 17th is when.
Yep, they're coming.
Something they're coming. Yeah, isn't it? Because there was another faded picture yesterday, and it was like, is that Bo or is that Eric or is that Dexter? Is that
Alexa, is it?
Because I'm going to ask one thing. You know when he's right, supposedly someone's writing the letters to the six.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was saying that was Uncle Howdy, but no one's actually looked at the fact that they were female hands.
I'm thinking Alexa Bliss or Nikki Cross.
Yeah, but I'm the only one who said it. I said it because I was looking at like the nails and the hands, and I'm like, that's not male hands. Even though they take the hands up, it was like, that's female. I'm female, so I'm looking at the hands going, no, they're too clean to be a male's nails. Nah. So yeah, I do think that's female hands that wrote the letters to the six. So I might be wrong.
This is probably the first analyzation that I've had of you looking at people's hands. Oh, the nails might be dirty, so they're probably not male hands. They're probably you're analyzing, man, like the hand model that you're up in here. I feel like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right. I have the worst hands in the world. Seriously, my hands are like fucking alien or demonic, whatever. They're too long. So when I look at my own and I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. I mean, look, I give you the middle finger. It looks like some scarecrow swearing at you. You know what I mean? Fucking scarecrow.
Oh my goodness, we do know what you mean, and we all know what you mean. How wrestling is just so exciting. We're laughing. We're hooked, as you can tell, with all these events.
Yeah, 100%. Right.
Check out NXT Battleground on Sunday. We predicted, we fantasy booked, we did our thing, and everybody died because that's how the Blackhearts and the Mortal roll. So we have a couple more stuff coming out. We got more shows next week. We mentioned Clash at the Castle. We have our own topics coming up. So we have our next topic. Our last one, we talked about Tessa Blanchard. Yeah, go back and check that out. Well, we're going to talk about a good one in our next one. We're going to talk about Killer Cross and Scarlett Bordeaux from their inception.
I'm good with that.
So we go.
That'll be one show. I don't swear a lot at and be actually praising a lot, which is saying something.
Yes.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mum. She can bugger off right now, but we're not having that. Hi, Mum. But yeah, you bugger off right now.
Hi, Mom.
You're in my you're in my bad books right now, but we won't go into that.
Hi, Mom.
It's another show for another time.
That's another show. So we got Killer Cross and Scarlett Bordeaux. We will be talking about TNA. We will be talking about WWE, which if you guys have checked out Karrion Kross currently on WWE, he's trying to drive the wedge in the New Day, trying to split Xavier Woods off from Kofi, turn heel Xavier.
I saw him doing that the other day. I was like, what the fuck?
He's Jake the Snake Robert. Trust me. Just go away. Get away from it, Xavier. Get away.
Join my team.
Join my team.
Come on, Sunshine.
Come on. Fuck off over there. That way.
And Nicola, I didn't tell you this, but I told Robert, since next month is Slammiversary, I figured since one of our topics is Su Yung and another future show of ours, we're going to watch a match from Slammiversary, and the match that we're going to watch, and it's going to try to get me riled up, and I know Nicola too, because we remember this, and Roberto, you know. We're going to watch Su Yung versus Madison Rayne from Slammiversary 2018 for the Knockouts Championship. Your time has come for Madison Rayne.
Cool.
So
I remember that match. That is interesting.
So we're gonna watch it back 6 years later. Yes. So lots of stuff to come. Now, Roberto, I'm gonna have you take the floor on this. You know what? But you don't have to get low like your Flo Rida, but you can take the floor on this one. So, Mr. Robert Davis, you have started the great Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling social medias and the Linktree. Where can we follow this fine program on the social media web?
So, if you want to follow what we're doing and what we got going on, Linktree/Blackhearts EBD3. That's where you'll find our YouTube. Well, it's actually Mike's YouTube, the playlist with all of our episodes. We've got an Instagram going. We've got a Twitter going. I'm not calling it X, Elon.
Fuck you, Elon.
Fuck you, Elon. It's Twitter. Go suck my balls.
And we have an Instagram there as well. Just a starting point. Maybe there'll be some other stuff. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. Maybe there'll be some more stuff to come.
Well, we appreciate, man. Everybody here on this show works hard, and I love the two of you to death. And Nicola McDonald, you're on social media. Where can we follow you on Instagram?
Oh, we do this every time because, and please bear in mind, I am exhausted, so there's no way I'm going to remember nothing right now. But on Twitter, Nicola Mac 853.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Got it.
Even exhausted, I remembered it. Happy fucking days. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Demon Esther, and yep, on my normal one, yeah, don't know, and obviously that's it because I don't really. Facebook is just Facebook, so yeah. So yeah, just follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'm sure that them two will tell you
if
what
you can
I've got.
find her on Facebook, follow her, but you have to find her first.
You have to find her first. Yes.
And I am someone that no one can find.
If you want to follow this,
you can find me, but you won't find Miss Other right now.
Find
you
me.
might do.
I don't want to be found.
I don't want to be found.
I'm doing a John Cena. Can't see me.
Oh boy! So I love you.
Jesus.
If you want to follow yours truly, SM Showrunner FCL92, Larkin_92. I'm Larkin MV Instagram. StephenMikeShow.com, LFCfights.com. Subscribe to the YouTube, Mike Larkin92. We're at 857 subscribers. Let's go. Get into 900, get into the 1,000 by the end of the year. Keep on subscribing, keep on liking. We appreciate y'all. You can check out everything from Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. You can check out the latest show DC and I just did for Uncaged season 4, episode 1. Easy for me to say. We talked about Girls Gone Wild, the forgotten WWE pay-per-view. It all makes sense. Don't watch it, but we watched it because you didn't have to. Jesus Christ. And you can check out Pop Culture History Podcast, the On the Mic with Mike series, LFC podcast, which also features this son of a gun over here, Robert Davis. I'm looking at you.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. We watched Kevin Juliana, Vita Monster from LFC. Camp 2. A lot of good stuff. So links will be in the description. And Nicola, I've been putting up some of our old shows as well on the YouTube front. So, yeah, you can hear all these lovely voices, see these faces. And, shiny.
Yeah, we did loads of old shows because actually you're the whole reason that I actually started podcasting because you and a certain Chef
Rowe
decided, Chef Rowe, still mad love for that man, decided to convince me to actually do this, and then somehow you managed to convince me to do other things, meaning bring a certain person to life that should have probably came alive a long time ago. So
promos.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that we brought it to life like Evanescence back in 2003. The album was Fallen, and we are falling down, down, down into the rabbit hole, and we are going to fall into another episode of Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling coming for you real soon. More predictions, more pay-per-views. Tony, stop adding 10 more fucking matches before the pay-per-view. We have Forbidden Door to predict at the end of the month. God, give me some of your tots and check out Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling and subscribe. For Nicola McDonald, for Robert Davis, my name is Mike Larkin, and bye, guys.
Bye.